Hello guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. And yes, we have a new limited unit that just got out of the rare summon gate, which is Silent Sentinel Sylvie. This is kinda unexpected because the other global exclusive also just got released. So this is the first time I think that the two patch are released almost simultaneously. But we all know for sure that the other one is not so good so far, and let's see what this one has to offer. So alright, this one is a Thunder Element Omni unit, and so far, by the design itself, I kinda like the design here, especially the side boobs. But yeah, the design is pretty solid and I kinda liked it. So okay, let's now take a look at the leader skill. Well, so far from what I see, it's a mix between all the units that we have right now, because it also has that boost to attack, max HP, and then boost to attack, defense, recovery based on BB gauge. So you will have 50% more on attack, defense, and recovery when you have over 50% of BB gauge. And then spark boost at 130%, and spark boost slightly boost BB gauge. So this is kind of a combination between Lauda, Xenia. Well, even though we have this kind of leader skill all over the place and it's a combination in between all of them, I would still say that the leader skill is really good. And now Brave Burst. So okay, 25 hits and then the damage will be relative to remaining HP. Well, the most you can get from this one is 400% on BB attack, which is pretty okay for a BB. And then attack, defense, recovery boost at 150%, which is really good. And then again on the boost on attack, recovery, defense for herself at 100%, that is really good. So she will have a ton of attack, defense, recovery. And we will also have this BB gauge fill when attacked, which is really useful for everything, built in on her BB. So this is really good. And a chance for Angel Idol at 10%. I see a lot of this kind of effect lately on the new units, such as Galtier. And yeah, even though it's only 10%, it will help you in a lot of situations. So we can't really underestimate that 10% chance. It's really good. And Super Brave Burst is actually pretty interesting because it has the AoE element plus a single target attack. The AoE will have a damage relative to HP remaining, so at max you can get 900% BB attack, which is pretty okay, it's pretty high. And plus you will get a 500% on BB attack for the single target element. So I'd say so far the Super Brave Burst is pretty good here, it's pretty solid, especially if you want a nuker. And then you will have a boost on Spark for 120%, boosting her own Spark damage at 50%, and then Spark damage boost BB gauge. And since her BB and SBB has kind of a different set of buffs, then you will have to alternate between the BB and SBB most of the time to get the whole benefit from what she has to offer. So the spark boost is on the SBB and the attack, defense, recovery, and BB gauge fill when attack is on the BB only. So she's kinda not a auto-friendly unit, but then again, all the buffs that she has to offer is really good. And then the Ultimate Brave Burst. 35 hits AoE, no single target this time, and the damage will be relative to remaining HP. At most, you will get 2500% BB attack. That is high. Boost to attack, defense, recovery at 300%, spark damage at 300%, own spark at 100%, and a high probability for Angel Idol, which is at 80%. This is just like Holia or Gabriella's UBB, and it is really useful for a lot of new trials such as Strategy Zone, Genius Trial, Kulyuk's Grand Gaia Chronicles. Well, I gotta say the UBB here is pretty standard actually, but the Angel Idol is pretty good. Extra Skill will add more spark damage on herself this time, and an Angel Idol below 20% HP. So this is kinda good for Colosseum or Arenas. So yeah, Extra Skill, pretty good. What about enhancements? Let's take a look at that now. I really like these enhancements because it has that 20% boost to all parameters, and then you can raise that all parameters boost to 30%. That is super nice. And then again with a 30% boost to max HP and 70% boost to spark damage. Okay, I like this. And then you can also boost that spark damage on herself to 100%. So yeah, even though the BB attack modifier on the BB, SBB, and UBB may be a bit low, you can expect if she is easy to spark with, then the damage from her will be really high. So this nuker will require a lot of spark with your squad, which is really easy to do, by the way. You can also enhance the attack defense recovery on the BB to make it at 180% boost. And then you can boost her own attack defense recovery for a plus 30% as well. So that's gonna be 130% on herself. And this is one of the highest attack defense recovery buff that we have in the game. You can also make this girl have a BB effect to last for one more turn, so the whole buff on her BB will be 4 turns. Pretty good, but I don't think it's really necessary. You also have an option to increase the BB fill on Spark on her SBB to get +1. Well, it's good, but I think 2 to 3 BCs per Spark is already good enough. And then you can add more Spark damage to the SBB and UBB at +30%, so the total on the SBB will be 150% and the UBB will be 330%. And this will also be one of the highest spark buff in the game, besides Last Well. The last one I don't really think is useful because it does not have any mitigation effect on the UBB, so by adding one more turn to the UBB effect, I don't really think it's going to be useful for a lot of things. What I really think about this unit is really good, but all the buffs that she has to offer, I think we already have a lot of them in the game. But for all the buffs that she can offer to you guys here, it's almost complete. With the exception of BB attack buff, but for all that she has, which she offers a lot of useful tools. So attack, defense, recovery, spark boost, BB gauge when attack, BB gauge fill when sparking, Angel Idol, and she can be one of the good nuker in the game since she has that AoE and single target element. She is really good, but I don't really think that you guys necessarily need to have her, especially if you already have all the buffs that she can offer. However, she can be a really good option because you can fill a lot of unit roles in one single unit, just because of all her buffs, which is complete and not at a low rate. So for a limited unit, she's pretty good, but not OP in any ways. So yeah, I guess that's all about this unit, and I will be summoning this unit tomorrow. So stay tuned, guys. And that's it for this one. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. So see ya. Bye bye.